Alright, so it's been a while, but I'm back, and since then we have gained an insane amount of subs, most of you from this video, so a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It really does mean a lot, especially as well a big thanks to all the comments on that video. It's really great to know that people enjoy my content. Anyway, today I thought I'd go through basically the whole history of the development of the game since launch to now being just after the Haunted Shores update. And get ready as we go through the entire 2 years of Sea of Thieves. So I think it's best to start off with what you could do in the game back in March 2018. Now don't get me wrong, I love the game at launch, but there are a lot of people who didn't, and hopefully this video can highlight the work that Rare have done to get Sea of Thieves to where it is now. So at launch you could fight the Kraken, do a skull fort, there were merchants, gold hoarders and Order of Souls, the galleon and the sloop, bananas, chickens, snakes and pigs, but the animals were not for food, just for the merchant voyages, cannibals, shipwrecks, barrels of plenty, gunpowder kegs, clothing, trinkets, weapons and shipwrights stores, as well as the tavern, bounty missions, animal missions, riddle and treasure maps, pirate legend and the hideout, sword, blunderbuss and eye of reach, wholesale and figurehead cosmetics as the main things in the game. There may have been a few things that I missed, but basically anything that was not included in that list, and you know of in-game now, was added later on, so a lot of things. Off from launch, and the first major update arrived on May 29th, 2018, the Hungering Deep. This was the first time the Megalodon was in-game as part of a limited time event, or story, that you could start when talking to Merrick. This followed a campaign that led you to basically slaying the Megalodon. It also gave us a new event-based company, the Bildrats, and the Drum and Speaking Trumpet. A short time later, and the open and closed crew feature was added, allowing players to choose whether they want to play with randoms. Then we got one of the very first Bildrat adventures, the Skeleton Thrones, where players had to locate and sit on thrones around the map that for some reason someone thought would be a good idea to place on the top of a rock. I don't know. Doubloons were introduced as well. Another Bildrat event was then added called the Gunpowder Skeletons, which brought gunpowder skeletons, obviously, into the game, and following that, a third Bildrat event, the Sunken Curse, which added the underwater mermaid statues. On the 31st of July, the next major content update was released, Cursed Sails. The Brigantine was added, a ship sitting between the galleon and sloop. Alliances became a thing. Skeleton ships could be fought in live event battles in each region of the map. A limited time campaign was also added, based around the weaponsmith Wanda and Cursed Cannibals. This was quickly followed up by a fourth Bildrat adventure, Cursed Cruise, which was based around the Cursed Cannibals. The Shroud rolled back on September 7th, 2018, revealing the brand new region, the Devil's Roar in Forsaken Shores. As well as the new area, players could also attach brand new rowboats found around the map to their ship and complete cargo runs for the Merchants Alliance, using the new sea posts as delivery locations. Next up, the Bildrat celebrated Halloween by having players die. Nice. In multiple different ways, collecting a different colour flame as they did so. A month after the Festival of the Damned, and the fog arrived on the Sea of Thieves Enshrouded Spoils, releasing in November 28th, 2018. Skeleton ships now roamed randomly about the world, as did different Megalodons, who reappeared for the first time since Hungering Deep. The fog now moved about the map, causing players difficulty as they attempted to navigate it, and skeleton sloops could also now appear in the live skeleton ship battles, as well as the mermaid statues that were added earlier for the Bildrat adventure, when also dropped mermaid gems when destroyed. Over the next few months, new voyages were added to the game, available from Duke, such as the Reaper's Run of Wanderer's Refuge, up until the game's biggest update on April 30th, 2019. The anniversary update. A lot's about to change, so get ready. They added new fruit types of varying benefits, new meat from snakes, chickens, pigs, sharks, megalodons and krakens, fishing and cooking, new multiplayer mode, the arena and the company Sea Dogs. Merrick returned with a hunter's call, the shores of gold tall tales and harpoons, I think. Don't quote me on that. And that's not all. 2019 was a huge year for the game. July brought with it more shipwreck loot, Duke voyages, and mermaid gems could now spawn as random loot. August introduced even more Duke voyages, loot with barrels of plenty and harpoon rowboats. September gave us arena crossplay, storage crates, pet emotes, cosmetics with the Pirate Emporium, ancient skeletons, Duke's Black Mark, and random skeleton sloop encounters. Suddenly it's that time of year again for another Halloween update, this one bigger and better than the last, giving us the Fort of the Damned, a new player-triggered fort, duo sloop arena, and the scariest of them all, the banjo, as well as all of these cosmetics here. Now drawing close to 2020, we have the Seabound Soul update at around November 20th, which gave us the start of a brand new Tall Tale series. Ashen chests were added, as well as firebombs and water buckets to help combat the firebombs. Then there were free items up for grabs in December during the Festival of Giving, and a new tutorial, the Maiden Voyage as well. but this would bring the end of 2019, an insane year for Sea of Thieves. The first major update of 2020 introduced Umbra and her new Legends of the Sea commendations and the Reaper's Chest, Reaper's Bounty treasure chest. Cruise of Rage arrived in February, giving us the new explosive chest of Rage. We're nearly there now. Don't worry though. Heart of Fire next, which gave us the Chainshot, Blunderbomb, and Heart of Fire Tall Tale, sequel to the Seabound Soul. Also, Duke's Athena runs as well were introduced in this update. 22nd of April 2020 was the release date of Ships of Fortune, an update that had a great effect on the game. It brought in emissary flags, the new company Reapers, cats as pets, reviving emissary ledgers, extended company reputations, which now went up to 75 instead of the original 50, and probably a lot of cosmetics, but let's be honest, it's effort getting all those pictures. The Lost Treasure update was next. This fixed a lot of bugs, and it dropped Tall Tale checkpoints, in-game events, and finally, we arrived today at the Haunted Shores update, which you probably know what was added, but I'll go over it anyway. Ghost ships, lots of new shanties, ghostly cannibals and ghostly treasure, and the new live Flameheart event, to name a few. I know there's probably a lot of things that I've missed, but I wanted to go over the main features that were added. There are, of course, loads of little bug fixes, all sorts of smaller quality of life improvements that I didn't include. If you've got anything big that I did miss or anything that I got wrong, make sure to let me know in the comments. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. Otherwise, this was a waste of my time. But anyway, huge thank you for you watching till the end. This means a lot for me. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. It's free, as you know, and it really means a lot to me. Like the video, do all that stuff. I will hopefully see you in a week's time with a video. If not, it will be 2 weeks. I promise that. I do have a couple ideas that I'm going to be working on. So yeah, thanks to all the new subscribers, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.